What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and this is the second time I've recorded this because my mic didn't work last time, but we're here in Spain nonetheless. No upgrades for this race, but we will have a few for Monaco after. As you can see, our engine's a bit worn, so we replaced that instantly. And then coming into P1 practice one, I think whatever you want to call it, just doing track acclimatization and doing all that good stuff. The car was feeling pretty nice. You see getting purple, and then as we go on, skipping straight in the free practice 2, we do the quali one first. And I did surprisingly good in this. I don't know what it was about the setup. I did have a few problems trying to get the right wing balance. As you can see, coming into turn 1, as you can tell by our delta into turn 1, our wings are actually a bit higher because it goes up 3/10 within turn 1, and then it's up to 4.5, 5 in the first sector, and come to the end we have 1.2 on the delta. And you'll notice as we come across the line, we get the purple, so top 5 is what we're aiming for, but it even says pole, so we're looking for pole in qualifying. So hopefully we can do that, as we do in fact come into Q1. Doing one run here right at the end of session. As you can see, our engine replaced, I've replaced that one part of the engine, and we've actually got another worn part. But as we start our quali lap, let's look at how this goes. Running down into turn 1, braking about 50 meters just after the escape road is where I was aiming, and as you can see coming out, we hit the gravel a bit and we go sliding the whole way through turn 3, and we go actually off track, and this is just been a horrible sector 1, but we're still holding on to it. A 21.6 isn't that bad for the first sector. Maybe we can better sector 2 better than sector 3 than we've ever done. As you can see, coming into turn 5, taking it quite nicely, hitting the apex quite smoothly, and then on the exit doing pretty well. Coming into this turn 7/8 chicane, up into turn 9 the blind right. You want to watch you don't hit that bump on the outside and go flying off. Coming into the turn 10 hairpin, which will be reprofiled for 2021, so hopefully it'll be a lot better than it is right now. The final sector, where I felt most confident in this car, with a lot of downforce on it. You want to aim for the apex and flick your car in, and then into the final chicane we miss the apex, and you want to cut this one, run all the way out, and then don't do what I did, and don't do that. Don't go right into the curb, and that was just a horrible lap. Actually slower than our practice program one, and it's P19 for the race, which isn't the greatest. So it's a big reality check, as you can see, for us taking all of the penalties we can, getting a completely new engine with like 31% roar.
Welcome along then to what promises to be another fascinating Spanish Grand Prix, a race which saw Max Verstappen win on his first ever appearance with the Red Bull team in 2016. This after the dramatic coming together of Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg on the first lap. Will we see more moments for the scrapbook here today? The Circuit de Barcelona-Catalunya then, a high-speed 2.89-mile circuit which demands an efficient downforce package and bravery on the part of the driver, especially through the blind right of turn 9, which we might just see taken flat this weekend. Anthony Davidson is here once again for today's Grand Prix. Let's talk about Martin. Looks like they've got a tough race in store today, as grid penalties from changing power unit components has forced them further down the field.
But on the bright side, at least those fresh components can help them maintain the power they need to come through the pack. I expect to see them take a more aggressive approach today to make up for the compromised start.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Sainz, Charles Leclerc and Perez, Vettel, Ricciardo, Norris and Esteban Ocon, Stroll, Gasly, Daniel Kvyat and Grosjean, Magnussen, Russell, Kimi Raikkonen and Antonio Giovinazzi. Martin, they've taken a grid penalty, and Nicholas Latifi. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
So yeah, as you can see, bit of a glitch. Says we're starting P19, but we're actually starting P20.
Now that we've got some points on the board,
Gonna go for the race strategy. A one stop is a plan on the books, but hopefully we do in fact get some sort of safety car to change that towards the end. I would prefer 60 place component grid penalty for component change. The formation lap starting now. We've got to wait for literally everyone else to go. That's how poor being at the back is. So we get off the line. Let's see our start. Looking pretty good, and then yeah, let's just not talk about it, shall we? Not the greatest of starts, but as we come around the final corner, we're gonna start our race from P20 on the grid, which is, well, it's gonna be a last question mark challenge. That's just the short end of the stick. Let's see how many moves we can make on lap 1, considering how good our car actually is, and personally how good I think my driving is. But as we get onto the grid now, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and it's lights out and away we go. Getting an okay start off the line, but then getting a bit of wheel spin as we put overtake on right behind Latifi now. He looks on his own. We're going to look to the outside, maybe try and get a move on him. And a few more cars. We're going to go straight around the outside of 4 cars, maybe 6 is that going to be, of the inside of the Haas's. Mazepin on the inside, and then pushing Schumacher into us. Bit Mazepin like in real life, but as we come to the end of the first sector, we're already up 6 places, and I'm behind this AlphaTauri of, I actually don't know who, but we're going to try and look for a dive down into turn 5 here. And he just shuts the door on us. We hit the side pod, and then don't quite get the move done because he got better traction than us, because of course we had partly on the grass. Coming through the chicane in the second sector, well, sort of chicane, and then up the flat right of 9. Maybe we can send it, go full send into the hairpin, and we're going to do that. We're going to look straight on the inside, leave the room, and then short shift up, get the traction, and leave them right behind. And now into the final sector behind this Aston Martin. Been a good first lap for us, no doubt about that. We're already looking for another move here. 7 positions made up already. Can we get another one into turn 1 here? So take us 1 lap to get 7. How many more laps will take us to get close to mid top 10 or top 5 maybe? We're going to look to the inside and send it straight down P12 at the start of lap 2. And it's looking really good for us. Let's try and conserve the tyres for now and see what happens in this race. Dirty air central, so we're not really going to make many moves. And as you can see, Jeff saying it's caution, and I believe that's Carlos Sainz for the 2nd race in a row, retiring a full safety car, not a VSC. As you can see, he's pulled off to the side there. And yeah, Jeff's just confirming we're going to box now, put on the mediums, and go on to the hards at the end on lap 20. But as you can see, teammate comes into the pits. Ocon, he's going to make us stack. He's going to make us stack. Can't speak. But the 2 McLarens also come in. A Ferrari of Leclerc comes in. Perez, I think that is, comes in as well. So are we going to come out after we, well, run over this jack at the front, at the back? Putting our tyres on. It's a slow stop, of course. But the McLaren only ahead of us by a bit, to be fair, as we go into P18. And then on the end of lap 9, safety car is going to come in. So let's see, can we get past the absolute train that's going to be held up here from the Williams in like P10? Hopefully it really improves our position in the race as we wait for the safety car to come in. 2 McLarens in front should be easy pickings for us, and then Ocon as well. As we know, we're much faster than Ocon, so we've also got Mazepin behind us, so we just gotta watch out for him. But we do get under green flags again, sending it right away, looking for this move on Norris. I think it is ahead of us as we start lap 10. Are we gonna look up the inside, maybe down the outside? We're not close enough just in general, so we're just gonna try and stay on the back and look for a move, possibly an opportunistic one if we can. turn 3 now, really carrying the momentum compared to the McLaren. And possibly around the outside, maybe switch back. We're going to switch back to the inside actually. And then we're going to look around the outside, but we get cut off. Move to the inside of turn 5, and what a move that was on the McLaren. And now we're looking for the other McLaren as we come into turn 10. And we're going to just send it down the inside. That's our motto here. And we get straight past. If you don't send a few dive bombs from last position, you're not going to make any positions. As you can tell, we've only gone up 4 positions in 10 laps because of the safety car in the pit. And now we're behind our teammate. So it's looking good for us. Possibly for good points here is what we're looking. Our target's probably top 5 here if we keep our strategy game done well and keeping the tires under control, just in general. Sliding a bit through turn 2. As you can see, we actually carry a lot more momentum than any car ahead of us, really. As you can see, the Red Bull is looking for a move on the Williams, but then we look for a move on our teammate. We're going to go right around the outside, but he oversteers into us, and we get knocked out a little, but then in the turn 5 we get that move done. Simple as you like. And then looking for Perez ahead of us. Now we're going to try and catch up to the Williams and the Red Bull. Who's ahead of the Williams? I think that's a Ferrari and a Haas. So we'll be looking for those as well. Or Williams. I think it's a Williams. No, it isn't. Yeah, it is a Williams ahead of the... Oh, it's a Williams. Williams, Alfa Romeo, Ferrari, and then now Red Bull of Perez ahead of the Williams, who now... The Williams just gets sent into us as they go too wide through that little chicane, which doesn't quite work. But we're looking for a move on the Williams now. Into turn 4. Gonna switch to the inside now, outside of turn 5. Maybe if you get good traction here, we can make the move stick. And look at that, we do we still alongside? But you can't make a move into there. So we keep the position, we make the move stick. And now on the, I think it's the next lap actually, we look for a move on the Red Bull of Sergio Perez. He closes the door on us, we go on the grass. This time we get past, unlike the move on the AlphaTauri on lap 1. And then towards the end of lap 13, we're going to put the Ferrari under pressure. He goes a bit wide into the penultimate corner, and we completely just sent on the inside. What a move that was. Activating the DRS, and now we're going to chase after this Alfa Romeo. I actually forgot to activate the DRS here, and then Perez is looking for a move. We're going to defend and go attacking at the same time, and what a send that was with no DRS and from such a far away place. The Alfa Romeo locking up and giving us a position into P10, and now P9 as the Williams goes in, and a few more others pit, and we're up into I think it's P6 that we get up to from these pit stops here. So now the pit window is basically open for everyone, but not for us because we're on lap 20. Our pit, the Haas goes in as well, and I think it's an AlphaTauri, and in front of us we're left with this Aston Martin. As you can tell, we're left with Bottas, Verstappen, and then this Aston Martin in front of us, who we're trying to catch before we both pit. Starting lap 19 now, and I think this will be the lap that this Aston Martin actually pits itself. Up in the P3 we get promoted by Verstappen. Jeff giving us a nice confirmation over the radio, but we're still going to pit on lap 20. I actually had some doubts about pitting on lap 20. I was thinking maybe going to the end and going onto the softs instead, but I stuck to the hards. And as you can see, I think it's Stroll maybe going in now. We get up in the P1. We're actually leading this race now. Ocon goes in as well on lap 19, and we're going to go for another lap ourselves. P20, or not P20. Oh, my throat's killing me because of this. P1. We're going to pit from. We're going to pit from the lead on lap 20. I think if we can maybe officially lead a lap here. Can we get it? Can we? Yeah, we've officially led a lap as we come into the pits. And we're going to pit for these hards, of course. The McLaren also pitting behind us. So let's see where we come out. A 2.9 second stop.
Go now.
Which it is pretty okay as we're down into P4. The AlphaTauri getting ahead of us. But the Aston Martins are coming down thick and fast. Can we get out ahead of them? Not quite of the first one. maybe to get ahead of the second one in the turn 1. We make the move and we stick in P5 as we start lap 21 now. The next lap behind this second Aston, well, the leading Alpha, the leading Aston Martin. Can you tell I'm a bit ropey today? But we're gonna look for an opportunistic move right around the outside, getting the better traction from the short shift, and we're gonna send it purple first sector and a move at the end of the sector. What a move that was for us. Sort of like a Danny Kvyat in 2019 sort of move. But skipping all the way to lap 27, we're now behind this AlphaTauri of, I think it's Pierre Gasly. We're looking for moves everywhere we can. Our tires are looking brilliant at the moment. Putting the DRS on, getting in slipstream, putting in rich mix. We're gonna look to the inside, maybe to the outside. If he defends, we're gonna go straight to the outside then, and get the move done right before even the apex. So what overspeed we carried there, and then the extra downforce really helping us stop for the corner. And that was basically it. We do in fact set the fastest lap, I think. Yes, fastest lap here. A 1:18.0 or 1:18 flat, if you want to call it that. Well, it rhymed. But yeah, that gets taken away from us, of course, because, you know, AI just somehow gained all this speed on the last few laps. And if we actually skip to the last lap, you'll see Bottas takes the fastest lap on the last lap as we start our final sector. Pretty dominant race from the Mercedes of Bottas and Verstappen in the Red Bull. We come home nearly, I think, maybe like 20 seconds later or something. But we do come home from starting last to go P3.
Good job, you did really well. Super driving.
Thanks, Jeff. What a race that was. From last to P3. Sort of like a Seb in Germany 2019 sort of race for us.
The Mercedes team pulled out a fantastic performance today. They should be proud. Talk to me, Ant. What was it that set them apart from the competition today?
Well, the safety car completely changed the race, didn't it? It's hard to say exactly what would have happened without it, but there's no question that they came out of that situation in a good position.
After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight amongst the Mercedes team, and they certainly deserve it.
Well, what about us on the podium again? 3 times in 4 races for us, which is just mental considering we're in an Alpine. So maybe possibly going into Monaco. Maybe we could go for a good result. I really do like driving Monaco. Just take a bit of practice though. But as we go to the results, listen to Crofty.
Despite the best efforts of our championship leader, that leader's taken a bit of a knock today. Let's focus on the driver of the day. Anthony Davidson, who do you pick?
I have to give it to Martin. There was a lot going on all down the field, but they were the only one who I really felt maximised.
So yeah, looking at the standings, we're in P3, 12 points behind. Actually, both Verstappen and Hamilton here on 69. Nice. In the team standings, we are, I do have 3 points ahead, I think, in P3 in front of Aston. As you can see, our rival is now Leclerc, 6-4 already after our first race against each other. And our driver claim going up to P5 up to 5. I'm an idiot. But yeah, coming into here, our front downforce upgrade didn't come in, which is sad, but we're gonna get it done before Monaco, and we've got a few others coming in before Monaco too. We've got a gearbox durability, which comes in fine. We've got our weekly resources on the 18th of May, completely fine because you can't cancel that. On the 19th we get our wing, and on the 20th, on the day that we're supposed to go to Monaco, it doesn't actually come in, but we get right back on that, and it should be back for the week after. And we're going to develop some more ICE durability. But I'll see y'all for the Jill in the calendar. I'll see y'all in Monaco. Peace out.